Hello and welcome to another AIC review video. This time, this is for the LG Tone Pro stereo headset. Here it is in its glory. A few years ago when these first started showing up on the market, they were really expensive. Well over $100 mark, pushing the $200 mark. And they didn't even begin to interest me, and not just the LG brand, but this general design of Bluetooth headset was very expensive when it first came out on the market, and they definitely have come down in price. I picked this one up from Best Buy for under $50. So I decided to go ahead and pick it up. My normal headphones that I've been using have finally died on me. I use them daily for the last year or so, and of course they have worn out. Well, I believe the left ear, which I guess would be this one, on my normal headphones is what's broken. So I picked these up thinking it'd be nice to be mostly wireless. I don't find most Bluetooth headphones very comfortable, but the fact that these have a normal style earbud on them, I figured this would be a little bit more comfortable. And then the necklace around my neck would be a lot more convenient than having a wire snaking down into my pocket to get caught on things. And this I've used just about every day for the last 3 days, several hours each day, and it still has a charge. When you first turn it on, I reviewed just shortly ago the Groove Cube, and when you turn it on and off, it announces that it's on and that it's connecting. And this does the same thing, but the fact that it does it in your earbud, in your ears and not out loud, it doesn't annoy me as much as it does with the Groove Cube. But one of the things it does, it tells you where your battery life is, which I do like, it telling you how much charge it has. And it definitely has a very significant charge length on it. I have not had to charge it since the day I bought it. And as I said, I've used it quite a bit. A couple of features. As I said, it does have the normal style earbuds, and they connect via magnets. So when you're not using them, you can snap them into place. On this side, it has the call button. Now I haven't hooked it up to my phone. I've hooked it up to my iPod only because that's where I keep all my music. And so this just brings up Siri on my iPod. On this side, this button is a play pause button, and then on the side here it has a thing to switch tracks, and that's the on off button, and that's the volume up and down. As far as overall looks, I wish I'd picked up maybe a black one. The blue is a bit shinier than I expected it to be. Stands out a little bit more than I'd like it to. I work in an office, and I tend to do a lot of work out in a server room, and this is where I use it a lot, just because it's noisy in there. I use it both to listen to music, but also as noise cancellation, because if you've ever worked in a server room, that's very loud in there with when you have several dozen servers running. So I don't think it looks as professional at work, so I'm probably going to have to not use this, but neither did the headphones, so we'll see what my decision is on that as far as wearing it more regularly at work. Now, the one thing that I did want to really try them out for was when I'm out working on a car. It seems like I spend a lot of time outside, either doing yard work or working on a car, and they worked pretty good. Couple things. If I ever, and I'm a little overweight, I'll admit it, so I have a bit of a fat neck, and if I covered this too much with my chin, my signal would cut out. So the antenna must be here on this left side, because I didn't notice it from the right side. And so I had to make sure that when using it, I didn't lean over in a way that covered the top of this piece. It was also very easy to touch these buttons as well when leaning over. And I don't know if I'm just too fat or if you were just wearing it normally. And again, I was mostly laying on my back, so these tended to slide back and this was right up against my throat versus kind of hanging forward and down, because it was like this with the weight hanging back. And these are pretty hefty. I mean, there's a good sized battery in them, which makes them fairly heavy. But they would slide back, and then I'd bump the buttons with my chin. Overall call quality on them is pretty decent. I didn't notice, a big difference between these and my $15 headphones that I normally buy as far as audio quality. Now, I listen mainly to audiobooks and podcasts, so the quality on those isn't nearly as good as, say, like a high compression rate audio file. But for what I use it for, it's pretty decent. I don't think a audiophile would necessarily go with these anyways if they're looking for high quality music reproduction. They're somewhat comfortable. Like I said, I've worn them the last few days, and around my neck. I didn't find them any more or less annoying than, again, headphones snaking down into my pocket. The one thing that was nice is because they didn't, I didn't have that long cord. I didn't catch it on anything, obviously. I do wish that these had a little bit more flexibility to them. They're kind of stiff, and so they kind of, they're always just kind of sticking out funny, and it's pretty obvious that you have something on your neck. But other than that, I think it was a decent purchase. I definitely think I'll get my use out of them. I really like the battery life on them so far. Again, I've used it quite a bit without having to charge it. I don't think this had on the box necessarily the... Okay. So yeah, it has a 10.5 hour listening time on the box. I definitely think I've exceeded that as far as battery life and the use of it. But if you have any questions, feel free to ask them down below, and we'll be more than happy to answer any questions anybody has. If you so desire, I have a link to my Amazon partner account down below in the description. Any and all support for that I do appreciate. It helps me provide more content for these videos. I appreciate your support, and I appreciate you watching. Have a great day.